Aaron from Macdaddy Music. Today we're going to be looking at the Ebow. If you don't know what an Ebow is, check out our other video on the Ebow. We describe what it is and how it works. Today we're going to be looking at effects that you can use with the Ebow, as well as some playing techniques. The effects that we're going to be using, these specific effects pedals, are a compressor pedal. This is the MXR Custom Comp. Any compressor pedal will work similarly. I like to use this with an Ebow because there's a lot of dynamic change that happens with the Ebow when you're playing with just very small movements, so you can go from real quiet to real loud very quickly. This helps to keep the sound more consistent. And I'm also going to be using a delay pedal. This is the T-Rex Replica delay pedal. Again, any delay will be comparable as far as sound and function, but a delay pedal just kind of also helps smooth the sound out, make it a little bit more ambient. I prefer it for my playing style. Not everybody does, but you might. You can use any effect with an Ebow, of course. A lot of people use distortion or overdrive. I do that myself sometimes, just to give a little bit more added bite to the sound. You can also use choruses, reverbs, flangers, phasers, really anything you want to try, of course, you can do. So be creative, and you'll be surprised at some of the sounds that you can get out of the Ebow. So let's take a look at some playing techniques and play along with a little bit of music so you can hear what I'm talking about. Alright, so we've got our Ebow, we're set up here. First thing that you'll want to do is you almost always will just play the Ebow on your neck pickup. You can, theoretically it works with either, but it's much harder to control in the bridge pickup just because there's not as much space to move back and forth over the pickup. So we're going to be doing that, and also, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be using a compressor pedal and a delay pedal. Just to the compressor helps eliminate some of the dynamic jumps that you get with the Ebow, and the delay pedal just kind of gives some nice ambience, nice delay to it. So that's generally, I really rarely even use the Ebow without those two effects. So like I said, we're on our neck pickup here. The one thing that you really want to be careful of is your volume. You can go, if you keep it way back down here, it's almost nothing. And as you get closer and closer to the neck pickup, it's going to get louder and louder. The same as you go this way. So that was on the standard mode, and here's the harmonic mode, so you can hear the difference between the two. So you can hear it has some higher overtones to it. So you really want to use the distance from the pickup as a volume control. Another thing you can do is sometimes use a volume pedal, which is nice for live playing. Another trick you can sometimes do with it is you can, if you touch the drive channel of the Ebow onto the string lightly, it produces some kind of neat effect. Sometimes it sounds kind of like a didgeridoo or something almost. Let's see if we can demonstrate that. Obviously a real high didgeridoo, but you get the point. So that's a few little techniques. You can also do bends with the Ebow, which by itself doesn't necessarily sound that great, but in the context of a song is real nice sometimes. Another technique you can use is switching back and forth between the standard and the harmonic mode on the Ebow, and that kind of changes from, it gives almost like an amp-like kind of feedback, where you may have just a normal, quote-unquote, normal note that then changes into kind of a feedback as you're playing. So let's see if I can demonstrate that for you. Now I'm switching to the harmonic. Back to the normal. Back let's cue up some music. I've got some instrumental guitar music that is just a drum and some rhythm guitars. All the Ebow stuff you'll hear is what I'm actually playing. So there you have it, some playing techniques that you can use with the Ebow, as well as some effects that are nice to use with it. And as I mentioned earlier, you can use just about any effect that you want to. It's really just a matter of using your own imagination and trying to achieve the sound that you would like to use. So experiment, it's a lot of fun. If you've got questions on the Ebow, any of the effects that we used today, or anything else, please give a call or drop us an email and we'd love to chat.